You guys, birds and feathers, apples and trees, bitch. She doesn't want to hang out with Shamea, who knows her since she was a kid. So she can hang out with Phaedra, who already used this platform the last time she got access to the castle to besmirch Shamea. That's probably why there's this underlying jealousy and hate from Shamea's mom having a great business mind. From Shamea's mom having a great business mind is really, that's not supporting women, that's not supporting Black owned business. I mean, I'm not going to buy a building if I can because your mom used to own it, even if we are in the same business. I'm not. And if your mom had a really good idea that's not like trademarked or some shit, I might use her idea too in the same place, because why not? People already knew it is that place. That's fan-fucking-tastic. That's like if it used to be a Starbucks and Starbucks went into foreclosure and then Pete's or Dutch Brothers takes over the location and continues to sell coffee. What's wrong with it? I mean, America's business, capitalism is built on that. But just because we're Black, just because we're friends, just because they were women, I'm not sure what the reasoning was behind the hate over that type of business move, unless Shamea's mom, before she bought it for foreclosure, happened down to the bank, and every time Miss Diane sent a payment, she blocked the mailbox so it couldn't get in the mailbox, and they became late. And that's why the building went into foreclosure, at which time Shamea's mom swooped in and bought it at a great discount. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. I bet Shamea really does have the real on what happened. But let's keep listening to Shamea. I've talked long enough, I think. But I just wanted to talk and...
I got a crush on Angela Oakley. Y'all saw what I did there? No, Angela do got a good body though. No, for Angela, I really went into the season wanting to get to know Angela, and I felt like she was Drew's mouthpiece for a very long time. I felt like she was like ride or die for Drew, and I got it because I was ride or die for Portia at the time. But as the season progressed, I was like, dang, she's like really hard to get to know because I don't know, I just kind of felt like there was always a wall up. It could be me because I was throwing my light shade, on her, I'm going to repeat it again because it's going to go back there. But, we threw jabs at each other, No, you're a mean girl. It's love with your name, Shamina. I got a new nickname from her, Shamina. Hi. Nice to meet y'all. And, she got a name, she became one of the Jacksons. And it was light shade for Angela and I, for sure. Of course, I defended my old friend on a lot of stuff that I probably should not have. Hindsight 2020. But you live and learn. But that was my girl. I was like, yo, hey, it is what it is. Like, it was funny. But
Pod's last sale of the summer has been extended. Save up to 25% on moving and storage until September 22nd. And see why Pods is the most...
Skip it.
I apologize to Angela for that. And, I get it. It was wrong. I wouldn't want nobody laughing like that about Gerald. But like I said, I still stand by. If you can take him, if you can get Gerald, good riddance, because he was never really mine. You can't keep somebody that don't want to be kept. I think for Angela and I think we had a lot to hash out. Even after the Phaedra stuff. At first I was like, yeah, I've seen Phaedra do shady stuff in the past. I could see it. But then I was like, damn, these receipts ain't really making no sense. Angela, who's Jumbo again? And what happened? And then I was like, no, she planned this on her own. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if the lady planned it. I don't know if Phaedra planned it. I really could care less because I got my feet to the fire about a lot of other stuff. That ain't really my business. But I can see both sides, I guess. I can see how it's like, damn, maybe you did plan it. Then it's like, well, wait a minute now, Phaedra, why would you do that to this lady? You did come with her, house stuff. And I was like, I just really wish we could all get along. Sincerely, like for real, I mean that. And, I did meet Charles back in the day, even though he wanted to say I ain't never meet him and we don't know him like that. No, I don't know you like that. I definitely met you several times at NBA All-Star games, as well as at Dominique Wilkins' wedding. Yes, I met Charles there, took a picture of him and my husband. And he's always been super kind. I respect him. I respect their union. And I think they're a beautiful couple. I think they could be misunderstood, like oftentimes celebrities are. My husband could be a little nonchalant, standoffish, and brutal sometimes with words, and you could be like, damn. Well, I think that's Charles. I think he has dry sense of humor. I think he's funny, and I actually like him. I think it's hilarious, and I think he loves Angela's dirty draws. I think he really likes her and loves her and respects her. And I think that sometimes y'all be reaching in them comments, but ultimately, I mean, I guess I don't know Charles like that. Hey, Charles, maybe someday we can get to know each other. Angela, hi. Maybe someday we can get to know each other. We can live like one happy family, like kumbaya. Honestly, I came into the season, I didn't really know what to expect. I was really excited about Kelly because I met her on the Big Ticker Morning Show where I was hosting, and Kelly came in, was talking about Nana chicken waffles. I was like, oh my, she's a breath of fresh air. I'm so tongue tied, Jesus. I was like, she's a breath, or maybe it's the champagne tide. Who knows? And so Kelly came in. She was a breath of fresh air.
Chloe is 17. Chance is 11. And I have identical twin daughters, Chastity and Chelsea.
I was like, oh my God, I like her a lot.
Hi, see Kelly.
She was very just vulnerable and open. Even on the morning show, she was like, yeah, I'm going through divorce. I got 4 beautiful daughters. I was like, yes, women empowerment, go black woman, restaurant, chicken, waffles. She was feeding us good. We was eating. It was nice. And she did the same thing on the show. And then she came for Portia. And I was like, well, hold on, girl.
Absolutely, that look crazy.
1 second. And I checked her on it.
It's your birthday, make some noise.
Thank you for coming early, girl.
Of course.
I wanted you to come early because I wanted to talk to you. Portia's my friend. And I was like, I really would love it if y'all would get to know Portia. Her and both. I was like, I would love it if y'all got to know her. She really is a fun time. And I think that with us new girls coming in, like we could all click and be like one group. Like we could be lit. We could be the young fresh girls on the show.
Miami, and now we're off to Grenada.
That's what they mean by an alliance. Okay. Yeah, I definitely said that. And I told her, she was like, well, if she coming in hot like that, I don't know. And I was like, no, trust me. I told her she needed to know you. You need to know her. There was a whole thing about it. So that's how that came about. Ultimately, I was very neutral. Even when we got back from Grenada with the whole Kelly thing, I hadn't picked a side. I was like, I like Kelly, whatever. They gonna figure their own stuff out. But it was like, I didn't realize that made an alliance with Portia, and they had some conversations in Miami that I'm now, since I've watched Reunion and people have messaged me and called me and said they had conversations. The two of them had a conversation in Miami where they made a pact to have each other's back, a reunion, and moving forward in this season. And I guess it was said that when she came on this show, so ain't no best friend stuff, is gloves off. Yeah, and anything goes. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that conversation was had. And it still could very well be hearsay. But the actions after that were kind of weird. And they were moving funny. So I was like, oh, okay. So then all of a sudden I'm showing her text messages of things that I'd already talked about in front of the whole group. But ultimately, I didn't pick a side until my showcase when Cynthia came and was like, this is what I said to Portia. And then she came at me after the showcase and was like, you were taking shots in Miami with Kelly, not knowing that Kelly only came to my room because she had a layover. Look who I kidnapped, and I refuse to let leave me. Let the fun continue. Yeah. Miami.
Portia just texted me and said she left.
I know. I was trying to make her ass stay.
Said she had to get out of here.
Because we all had to fly through Grenada, and there was a storm. And I had my mom and my kids already meet me there. Like, they were already there in the hotel.
Okay, you guys. Any questions? Put them in the chat.
This is the kitchen. First room. It's like a sitting room. Cute.
You have a second bathroom.
Okay, we got the second bathroom. Let's look in here, Sharon. Oh.
What's up there? People have robes, slippers, flip-flops. The control for the shades and the blackouts.
Wow.
Miami. I'll set all my toys up here. It's gonna be Miami.
Wait, this is your room, Shia? I thought I was gonna get this room. What do you think? You will even hear Shia in this clip saying, Shia, how you give her a kiss first and not me? Cause why? Cause she was a Grenada. But
Grenada, we had so much fun in Grenada, but we miss you.
We did.
Oh my God, we miss you so much.
But did you do this?
Of course I did.
Did you jump in the pool like this, a belly flop like this?
You gotta teach me how to do that next time.
Like
Can you teach Auntie how to do the belly flop? Because you know I'm not good at that. I just like
and it hurts your stomach like this.
oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Is that what happened?
I said, Shia, you gave Auntie Kelly a hug first. She said, I'm mad at you. You went to Grenada. Like, that was our first time seeing our kids, like my kids. That was my first time seeing my kids since Grenada. So it was like, what's that? Like, I'm allowed to still travel and see my kids and drink.
Little Kelly pocket dog. Cheers! Celebrating peace. Oh my God. It's a party. We don't try to make it a party. Because you always a party. You are always a party, y'all. She is the party. Let me just tell you. Seriously. Here's to all the blessings that are about to flow. Yes.
Man, maybe your cup runneth over.
Hello?
So I was an absent mom, so she came at me about that, and then she like minimized my daughter's condition, almost like I would fabricate something for a storyline or for relevancy or for clout or attention, and I'm like, damn, that's unfortunate because of all the things. You think I want to do that? Have you can't understand what all goes into having a sick child, medically fragile child, a child with special needs. You can't even. I don't even think y'all understand, like, Shiloh's first year of life, I spent the majority of my time in and out of doctor's offices.
Yes, see? We gotta work together. We gotta work together.
In and out of therapies, like, Shiloh. Big day tomorrow. Getting her sensor moved. We'll see how it goes. Ooh. March 6th. Yay, Monday.
I remember when she used to post
Big
those.
day, March 7th. And tomorrow makes 3 weeks old, girl. I didn't even have time to really even keep a job because I was working morning radio, then going straight to take Shia wherever she had to go, and pick Shiloh up, take her to CHOA because they have this, MOB building where you doing, speech therapy, PT, OT. It literally is nonstop. And that's just the therapy. Then she has all these specialists from head to toe. So, but I don't want to go into that. But I was just like, why would somebody even? So that really broke me. And that really bothered me. And I felt like I gotta just walk away. I don't know why anybody would go that low. But you know what? Honestly, I even wish her the best. It was unfortunate that she didn't come to reunion because I would have loved to have talked things through. If y'all only knew the half. Oh, and guess who didn't show up today? Didn't come. I'm so hot about that because what she did was stirred up all that crap, talked all that trash, and then refused to come to be faced with it. I'm like, no accountability at all. None. I see what you did there. I got it. Even if we didn't get closure, I would have loved to have just understood. Really, just understanding. What I need from you is understanding. Yes, I always break out into song because not only
I have
is it
teen Reds
it's a
too.
musical.
Sat down and talked to Shamea. She was hurt, but she seemed just very confused.
I do think Cynthia was a great addition as a friend. As a housewife, I love Cynthia's housewife, but she is one of the best friends. Hey, best friend. that the show has seen. And Angie, I'm happy he gave her flowers. So kudos to Cynthia for being able to go in and out all of the circles and the friends and the groups and the girls and just try to keep the peace. And I appreciated her for telling me like what I was walking into with Portia.
Please don't. I can't imagine what she's saving up for the wedding day.
I don't think it's fair when you got one side here and everything and the other side is like blindsided, because I wouldn't have ever even known that there was an issue. I thought that we had genuinely squashed everything the day that we met at the restaurant. I was ready to come in on a clean slate. So
Why is it uncomfortable for me to express myself?
yeah. So yeah, I appreciate it.
I finally got my claim for my car accident. They only offered me $5,000. $5,000? I had a car accident.
So this is Shamea telling everything she didn't get to say at the reunion, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Smash the like button.
Oh my gosh.
Smash the subscribe button. Ring the bell. We're having a 5K giveaway with Love Island merch on the 25th of August. After we live stream Love Island reunion on my TikTok. Join us.
Will we interrupt this to get a quick prayer? Because I don't know, I think that's just how my family goes. I think they just can feel when I'm heavy and they turn on my spirit and on my heart. And y'all have cried all season long, so I really did not want to cry anymore. But well, here we are. So I don't know, Mom. I don't know.
I feel like Shamea has a valid reason to be hurt. She thought Portia was her friend and over all that stuff, and for her to be doing this to her on TV is like high key, you know.
It's going to be okay. Let me tell you, you was raised to be a very classy woman.
And Shamea didn't do everything right. I'm not saying that, but for Portia to have been a vet.
But let me tell you something. Sometimes children stray away from the teachings of their parents. But I thank God you didn't stray away. You're not going to let no devil in hell make you stray away now. Okay, you're very classy.
Ooh.
And there's nothing that those girls they can't even compare it to.
She said devil in hell.
At the end of the day, jealousy kicks in.
That's what I said.
That kicked in
Jealous.
This past season. But you know what? We say the devil is a lie. We don't
devil's
claim
a lie.
Their craziness, their ratchetness. And just because somebody gets loud, so much louder than you,
that's what I said.
that doesn't mean they're right. Nobody believes that.
Me and her mama saying the same thing.
Because you're embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Okay? They're embarrassed. And they're so scared that you're going to come out with the truth.
Just tell the truth,
They
Shamea.
get very loud. But
Tell
let
the
me tell you
truth,
something.
please.
Loudness, when people are loud like that and they don't allow you to get a word in edgewise, that's because they're non-intelligent. They're so unintelligent, so ignorant, and got to be an outside show to the world. But let me tell you something about prayer. It is.
Shamea's mom is on point. This is everything I've been saying. You can rewind this live. I said a lot of what Shamea's mom is saying. And she's making a lot of sense. They're jealous. I said Portia was talking over her because she wants to come with distractions because she knows for a fact Shamea knows the truth. And she knows on this platform, the loudest is the truth teller. The loudest. You can say a lie the loudest. And if you're on this platform in the realm of housewives, then hey, you're the talk of the town. The louder the lie, you're the more talk of the palace. Okay? And so I told you I haven't even seen tonight's episode yet. I'm in California also, so I won't even see it till tomorrow. I told you I peacocked. But the other two episodes I've seen and all of the clips for tonight's episode that I've seen have demonstrated in no uncertain terms that Portia's loudness, I said specifically her tonality, okay, her volume, okay, and her subject matter all lead me to believe that I'm detecting hella lies. Hella lies. Because why are you saying it so loud? Just like wealth, you don't have to yell the truth. You can whisper that shit. People will know. But on this platform, part of the glimmer and the glamour of this platform of housewives on TV land is that the faking McFuckersons get front and center stage, you know? And the closer you are to lies and chaos, They call it entertainment. Okay. And they say good TV. That's the other thing they try to make us believe, that is good TV to have a fakey McFakerson bitch in your friend circle that would wait until you finally get on the same realm as her to try to bring your mother